Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping presented a united front after a video summit this week amid heightened tensions with the United States and the West. With Henry Ridgwell contributing, VOA senior diplomatic correspondent Cindy Sain reports.
Russian and Chinese media shone a spotlight on the phone summit Wednesday between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping. Putin became the first major world leader to declare that he would attend the Winter Olympics in Beijing, after the U.S. and several other countries had announced a diplomatic boycott. For his part, Xi pledged understanding and support for Putin's massive military buildup along Russia's border with Ukraine, which has alarmed the U.S., NATO, and the European Union, who say another Russian invasion, like its 2014 seizure of its neighbor Crimea, will trigger severe consequences, unlike anything Moscow has seen before. Some experts think Putin is testing President Joe Biden with a show of force.
Kremlin sees it appropriate at the moment to put pressure on Washington. Now, at the moment when it feels that U.S. is preoccupied with China.
Other experts note there was a lot of theater around the virtual summit between Putin and Xi, but add that the two leaders do seem to have a good relationship.
It seems to be sort of genuine chemistry between them, which is significant and not to be taken for granted. And I think it's also sort of clear that they're projecting a commonality of vision, that they have a certain agreement on the kind of world that they want to see, in which countries like Russia and China play a very substantial role and sort of write the rules. And tacitly, what is understood by that is that Europe and the United States are not meant to dominate the show.
Kimmage said economic ties between the two countries are flourishing because China is an enormous market for Russian energy.
This is, of course, the lifeblood of the Russian economy, and this is highly significant at a moment of real tension between Europe and Russia.
Kimmage said despite their pledges of a friendly alliance, it is unlikely that Xi or Putin could count on the other for military support in the event of a serious conflict with the United States, either in Ukraine or Taiwan. Alexander Gabuev of the Carnegie Moscow Center sees natural limits to the Sino-Russian partnership.
I guess that both Russia and China are religious about their strategic autonomy. There is deep-seated nationalism. There is some level of mistrust and some level of competition in many of those areas where there is seeming complementarity, like space programs.
Experts say a closer alliance between China and Russia poses a challenge to President Joe Biden, who needs to continue working closely with U.S. allies and stand up for issues of concern like the territorial integrity of Ukraine.